Hello everyone, Munya here, and as you can tell, I've had a trim. I love that post-trim feeling. The feeling of the wind blowing against all 91 kilometers of my forehead, the soft, silky skin fade, but I gotta admit something to you. Every time the barber sprays my hair with alcohol, I nearly scream. I have to clench every single muscle in my body not to break down in tears. And you know what? That's not right. Sometimes it really is better out than in. And that's why your boy's on a mission with Movember to get guys to lower their guard and open up about their emotions. But like I said last time, sometimes to open up, you've got to wind people down. So, back again for another episode of the show where we discuss deep issues whilst tackling the deep tissues. This is Deep Issue Massage. Today's guest is an artist with a top 10 UK single, a TV personality who's entertained millions on Love Island, Dancing on Ice and X Factor, and he's almost an exact lookalike of me, which is no doubt his proudest achievement. His new song, See Nobody, which is out now, has clocked up over 7 million views and 20 million Spotify streams in just 2 months. Plus, he made the song with the chart-topping rapper Harley Caprio. I once made a song using an empty Capri Sun, which I think is more impressive. Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror.
Hey.
20 years ago, we're going to have to do an air one. The last time we were together, we were sat in a Batmobile.
We were.
And today we are sat on, Zimbabwean Batmobile.
I don't know what you've set up for me here, but this is looking kind of 50 Shadesy, and I'm not sure about...
And Summer's Black Friday sale. We're rude not to. We're actually going to be getting into some deep chats as well. Are you good at opening up?
I'm open with my thoughts and with my discussions. Like, I have nothing to hide, I have no barriers, so yeah.
You can do hoodie on or hoodie off. I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, so I'm taking mine off, but if you feel uncomfortable being around my physique, that's fine, you keep it on. Okay. Are you ready to be transported to my haven of relaxation?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Wes, welcome to paradise, my friend.
Hey.
How do you feel?
Feels good to be here, baby.
Well, look, this is a safe space, okay?
Wait, am I putting my head... Are we rolling?
Well, yeah, stick your head through, mate.
Yeah, man.
Not the first time I've told you to do that.
I tried to facepalm again and I can't.
Okay, let's bring on our wonderful assistants.
Why am I nervous?
Let's start off with music chat. Who's the scariest person you've played your music to?
Probably like my parents, you know.
I was going to say.
My parents, because like they're the ones that you want to impress the most. They were the first people that I really played it to, but I never really sang outside of the shower. I never even sang for my parents. So then when I did like Celeb X Factor and stuff, that was the first time I'd even sang for anyone.
So we did your video together where we did like a little side piece. And a few weeks later I had my own single go out, and I just remember, bro, being absolutely petrified. Did you know that it was going to do well? Or were you afraid?
Yeah, of course. It's your debut, and you know, like on your debut, there's obviously a certain amount of anxiety with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's your first song you're putting out there, and if it flopped, the amount of shit I would have got. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to make sure it banged, otherwise I was getting absolutely pelted. It would have been tragic online, but
yeah, bro.
I'm glad it did well.
I've tried to do my research, and there's not a lot about your life other than a single picture from your childhood, which is you with some sort of karaoke machine. You know the one?
Yeah.
So who was young Wes?
So I did pretty much every sport under the sun, but the main ones I focused on was Muay Thai, like fighting and boxing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it true that they smash your shins with
Yeah,
bats?
bro. Have you heard my shins? Listen to this.
Oh my lord.
Like, they're so fucked.
Oi.
But
that's out here sounding like a DPD delivery man at the front door.
No, my shins are wrecked. Yeah, mainly sport for me, but then I was quite academic as well. I was a nuclear engineer.
A nuclear engineer? What does that even mean?
I did the electrical and the chemical integration systems that go into nuclear power generation and defense.
Oh right, yeah, that old chestnut. That's a good one for the LinkedIn bio, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you, my mum's white, my dad's black, but my dad is a black Zimbabwean.
My dad's black Jamaican, mum's white from Cheshire.
I'm just interested to know how similar our experiences were, because my dad is super strict.
Right? Yeah, my dad.
I've seen your dad on Love Island. He was quite...
My dad came in and looked better than me. I just want to understand that. Everyone was like, bro, your dad's so cool. I was like, fuck off. Like,
Did he have any impact on your ideas of masculinity? So, for example, for me,
yeah,
I remember being young and my dad saying, you know, you got to get used to doing this work outside because when you're 16, we're going to kill a cow. That was like that was his idea of, you know, MTV used to have Sweet 16.
Yeah.
You know, his idea of Sweet 16 was, you know, basically killing cows.
Yeah.
So I remember just thinking to myself, all right, cool. I'm getting the impression here that I really need to step up to the mark. Be strong, be fearless. What was it like for you?
Yeah, I've never seen my dad cry. I've never, to be fair, I think my dad has said, this sounds so cruel. I think I've heard my dad say, I love you once.
Really?
I know he loves me, like he does everything for me, like he's always there for me, supporting me in everything, but like, he is like the pinnacle of like masculinity, but he's super supportive and I love him to pieces.
Even though my dad's super strict, like, every once in a while, you know, he'll get reminiscent and he'll be like, you know, my son, I'm proud of you, I love you and stuff. But for you, if I was in your position, I would be sort of, I think I'd be a lot more callous than you are, in the sense of I'd be a lot more stiff upper lip. You know, are you like that when you're not being the entertainer that we know?
The thing is with me is like, I'm very carefree. Like obviously I care about my family and my friends, that's about it, but like I don't worry about a lot at all. It's kind of detrimental to me, to be fair. Like most people, it's like you need to care a bit more about stuff like being late, this, that, and the other. Like I just don't really care. As long as I'm happy, my family's in good health and good wealth, I'm blessed. And that's really all I care about.
Were there any times that it was tough,
Bro,
that you weren't expressing it and that you kept it bottled in?
Yeah, the only time I've ever been genuinely depressed was since I've left the villa.
Really?
Yeah, like genuinely depressed. And it wasn't because of the comments and this, that, and the other. It's just, it's actually very lonely. And the thing is when you leave your house, you're working. Everything you do is watched and recorded. You're constantly just thinking. And this is the only time that you're like sort of relaxed is when you're just in your own home. But then I lived on my own, and then for a while I was just bouncing around hotels for a year and a half. And then there's things going on in your personal life. Like I've lost 2 of my grandparents this year. And then you walk out the next day and then people are like, oh, why are you so depressed? Like, why'd you look upset? Like you're doing this, you've got this much money, you're doing this, that and the other. Like how can you be upset? And then they forget that you're human. Do you know what I'm saying?
The first day after Unknown P,
Yeah.
some people were like, this is rinsed, stop it now, right?
Yeah.
The first month after Unknown P, people were saying the same thing. Imagine if I'd stopped.
Exactly.
Would never have done some of my happiest moments in my life, my Find the Booth, the record deal. And so, but there are some...
for that, by the way.
Thank you, bro. Yeah,
Dang.
I definitely popped open a couple of slurs on that day. But
Hey, let's go.
it's just about, you know, just stick with what you like.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure,
I always
bro.
think.
100%. It's how you keep your mental like positive and good.
What do you do? What's your thing?
Bro, I just love music, bro. And when I say like 15 to 20 hours a day, I do easily 15 to 20 hours a day in the studio.
Really?
Minimum. I roll out of bed, go have breakfast, and then I'll just go straight into my studio.
When you're in the position that you're in,
What'd you say? What was that, bro?
I was going to say, Wes, when you've been on shows like, you know, Love Island, X Factor,
Yeah.
Dancing on Ice, it's pretty much, we can say that a sizable amount of Britain knows who you are. So how do you pick who you open up to when you need to open up? And how has it been the times that you have opened up?
Emotional, because it's a lot. When I do open up, I have a lot of things to open up about. So usually my brother, I was talking to my brother more than anyone, I think.
Do you remember the last time that was?
2 days ago.
What's your brother like?
He's the voice of reason. He brings me back down to earth, really.
When you chat to him, because I have days like the days you're talking about, and I just talk to my best buds, I message them.
You've never messaged me. It's weird.
No, this is the thing. You don't have Wi-Fi at the top of the shard, mate.
Yeah.
But when you do message these people,
Yeah.
you speaking to your bro, me, I speak to some of my oldest friends, and it's like sometimes you realise you just work yourself up so much, and then it's almost like, how did you not see the other way of thinking about it?
It can be overwhelming because there's so much going on at one time, and being busy is good. Like, and I'm blessed to be busy, especially with yourself. Like the amount of pressure, I see it on your comments and this, that, and the other, and the meme pages and the blogs. They're all like, "Wait till Munya puts something out about this." And you must be reading these and like
crying. I try to look out for my headspace by making stuff on social media, but not actually being on social media that much.
I am the worst person with my phone. Like the worst. People assume like, oh, you must be on your phone all the time. I try and keep my screen time below 3 hours a day.
I'm happy about that because I always get a response from you pretty quickly. But that's like that sort of identical twin telepathy.
Yeah. We can do smoke signals to
This is it. Yeah, I sent you one earlier, but I don't think you got it. You know what my secret is?
What's that?
I actually, even if you're my best mate in the whole world, I mute everyone I follow straight away. And I tell you why. If I go on social media and I see how fantastic your life is, if I see that on the wrong day, I'm going to go into a spiral. Because even if I've worked my ass off for that day, right, to see someone else who's just signed this deal or they've just done this incredible thing, I'm thinking, why didn't I do that? Why wasn't I working hard enough to get that thing? Whereas if I mute everyone, on a day where I'm feeling good about things, I'm secure in myself, I feel happy with where I'm at, I can then go, let me check up on my buddy this guy, let me check up on this guy. And then I just see, cool, you're winning, I'm winning, I feel happy. But that's why I had to just say to myself, let me just take ownership and make sure that I'm only seeing stuff when I'm ready to see it. You did say that you're not very good at letting emotions out, but you must do that in your music. When you make a venting song, are you going full Waka Flocka?
Waka Flocka.
Or are you going Blink 182?
Foot down, I don't see nobody.
Am I only with my top down?
Yeah.
I don't see nobody.
No, I don't. Not like venting angry. Like more of the soft side, and that's just almost like venting for me and like opening out in music. I don't even have to tell anyone. It's just like I just record it. So just saying things out loud is like therapy, though.
When you're in the studio and you're going like deep into your emotions, there's also another person present who's hearing it all crystal clear, which is the producer. Do you end up having a strong bond with the producer, or is it not like that?
100%, because like you're saying stuff that like you probably ain't even told your best friends. Like you're just getting it all out, and he needs to know everything and whatever I'm feeling, because it has to translate in the track as well. So you fully open out 100%. It is like therapy.
Wes, you've dropped a lot of gems, not your actual ones because they're quite secure. But, in terms of like a sort of closing message, got a lot of young fellas watching. You've confessed yourself as not the world's best open-upper. You do keep it bottled in and stuff, but the times you have let it rip and you have spoken to someone and you have opened up, was it worth doing, and is it something you would encourage other young men to do?
1,000,000%, and don't be afraid of crying and really like just seriously opening out, because you can open out and then try and dress it up in like you can, even when people are opening up, and I've done it before. It's like when you're telling your family and this, and I'm trying to open up about a certain situation, I try and dress it up to make it sound more masculine and this, that and the other. Like just actually just let go, because 100% you may cry your eyes out, you may get super upset and be angry and be frustrated, but there's always someone there that's going to listen to you, and you've got your family, you've got your friends, whoever it may be that you need to open up to. They're going to listen. Imagine if it was the other way around. Would you listen to your best friend? Would you listen to your friend if they were there for you? Of course you would. Would you care if they cried? No, because that's the point. You've got to lay everything out on the table, and once you do, it is amazing. I'm not an advocate for being the best opener up, as you say, but
working on it.
When I'm working on it, and I know the point is I'm working on it, and I know I need to start opening up more. But the times that I have done, it's been the best feeling. So 100.
Well, Wes, we've tackled the deep issues, and Lord have mercy, we tackled the deep tissues as well.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Give us the finishing karate chop. Give it to us. Ow! Why is Jackie Chan doing a massage? Ow. Okay. All right. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh.
Are you okay, bro?
I feel like I've just got 12 rounds with Khabib. Wes, how do you feel?
I feel great, man.
Yeah.
No, it's one of the best interviews ever. Like, not even like an interview. It wasn't even an interview. It was a discussion.
It was. It was just a chat, and I feel like, I've worked in entertainment long enough to know that people like yourself, it's always like a case of, what's the headline? What's the gossip from the villa? But that you've moved on since then. Yeah. And I think we've had a good chat, and it's been good to kind of find out more about you behind the headlines.
100.
You know what I mean? So even me, I think I'm like you, obviously. Not just physically. I don't open up as much as I should. Yeah. But hearing you say that, you pushing yourself to do it makes me feel like, okay, cool, maybe I should give it a go. 100. But anyway, enough talk. Yeah. We need to go get some confetti cannons, man. I'm about that. Well, you don't like my patois?
No,
Come on, man, I'm postman patois, man.
Postman patois.
Yeah,
I've heard it all.
Patois,
I've
dance
heard
hall.
it
I love
all.
it. Don't make me start whining on this. I'll do it.
I know
come
you.
on.
Right,
Let's go. Let's go and get a bit of popcorn. Well, there we go. Wes Nelson, my twin. You know, he's the one who got the looks and the talent, and I got the. Big thank you to Movember for making the episode happen, and also for encouraging men to open up and look after their mental health. I'm going to put the links in the description if you want to read more or find more help there. Next time, we've got Steve-O the Madman on the show, the Sultan of Snapchat and the originator of the London look. Until next time, I'm Munya Chawawa, and this was Deep Issue Massage.